This week, we're going to cover tracking your website performance using Google Analytics. What's up, fish fans? My name is Marcus, and you're watching Marketing Madness, the Bluefish vlog. If you have a website, you should be using Google Analytics. Google Analytics is a free tool that Google has provided that tells you all the activity on your website. Recently, I was having a discussion with a client about their analytics. This client was a bit overwhelmed by the information he was finding there and was trying too hard to make sense of some of the data. This is very easy to do. So in this video, I want to tell you about the 3 to 4 things that you should be checking in Google Analytics to see what people are doing on your site. Now first, go to the audience overview data and make sure to change the date range to the last 30 days, or if you prefer, look at the last month. In this section, you will want to pay attention to the users, new users, and page views data. These are probably the most important things that you can track over time. You want to see if you can continue to increase your traffic and how many pages are being viewed. You also want to check the graph for any spikes. If there are spikes, then try and figure out why. Perhaps there was a piece of content that went viral. Second, go to traffic, all traffic, and then source/medium. In this section, you'll want to see who is sending you the traffic. It is important to note that a lot of your traffic is not going to be trackable. If you send out an email to your audience and they are using Gmail, for instance, you will not necessarily be able to track that in Google Analytics. Fortunately, in this example, your email service provider will be able to track those clicks. But look for any outliers. Was there an article that linked to you that created some additional traffic? If so, then reach out to the author and thank them. This section will also tell you which of the social media networks, if any, are sending you traffic. You'll need to use the analytics in the actual social media network in order to figure out what posts created the traffic, but Google Analytics is a good way of seeing where you should spend your time online. The last section I want to point out is behavior, site content, all pages. In this section, you will see what people are actually looking at on your website. It will tell you what content is being viewed. It is important to note that the / is Google's way of displaying the homepage of your site. You can also tell what time on page is for a particular page or article. So if you wrote a blog post that is really long and detailed, but the time on page is less than 20 seconds, then you know you missed the mark in some way. If you do not have analytics installed on your website, we are willing to do that for you for free. Just email me at marcus@bluefishds.com and we'll get you squared away. Well, that's a wrap for this week. I want to thank you for checking in. Make sure to hit that like button, and if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And if you want to talk about how Bluefish can help you grow your business, just send us a message and we'll get the conversation started. What's up, Instagram family? This week on Marketing Madness, we're going to cover what to track in Google Analytics. Head on over to our Facebook page to listen to this week's mighty professional of you. I don't know who this is. Marcus Netto.
Hello, this is an important message.
No, it's not a important message. Asshole. Gosh.
About your college tuition.
Yeah.
You haven't finished paying.
I don't have any college tuition, but that's great.